Alrighty, y'all. Well, today, oh man, day 16. I'm trying to fight off a sneeze. Allergies are bugging me with all the wind. It is super windy out here today, but we're getting it done. So I'm extending the walk a little further. I got to the normal cemetery point, which is about 3/4 of the way through the walk of doing the 1.5 mile loop, and it just felt kind of easy. So I walked another street down past mine, and then I'll go down that street and then back around through the neighborhood. We'll see what the extra distance ends up being. Not quite sure. More than 1.5 miles, maybe 1.75 miles. We'll see. And if this still feels kind of easy by the end of it, then tomorrow we'll just go ahead and bump up to 2 miles. But a little bit at a time, progressive overload. Since it's like anything else, you just take little steps here and there and you'll get better. So we're not trying to be runners or anything, so I'm not worrying about how fast I do it. I just care about the distance I'm completing for total steps. So that is what we are working towards. But today is leg day, so here in a little bit we'll be out in the gym and going through that, my most hated day of them all. But you know, we got to do it if we want bigger legs, right? And there's now studies that link the strength of legs correlates to longevity of life. So people with stronger legs live longer. And the conclusion in this new study basically comes to the fact of, so as you get older, you become less active, your legs become weaker. So which then leads to balance issues, stability issues, mobility issues. So as those come about, you end up going out less. So then your social life starts to decrease, which then leads to more depression. So now you're not socially active and motivated. And then you just kind of end up sitting as a hermit in your house, which then just creates more and more bad health problems. Because now your activity levels have definitely gone to almost nothing. Then you normally develop bad eating habits and so on. So we're going to definitely try to keep our legs as healthy as possible. And if you're definitely considering, you know, increasing your possibility of longevity, leg days are going to be kind of required. So let's keep that in mind. I'll see you guys in the gym in a little bit. I went ahead and ran through my warm-up sets for deadlifts. Today's leg day. So we're going to go ahead and start out with these. Then we're going to go ahead and move on after that. So it'll be 315 for top weight for 3 sets of 10. That's what we're shooting for here. It's pretty heavy, big compound lift. You know, I don't want to do too many sets, get super fatigued and, you know, injure myself. But 3 sets of 10 at 315 is more than enough to put some real stress into the posterior chain and get the growth I'm looking for there. So let's go ahead and get this set done. Now, one of the things I like to do on deadlifts is reset every rep, basically pulling it like a single. So I'm pulling it with no bounce, no drive, no momentum. All right, by doing that, making sure I'm not bouncing off the ground, cheating the rep, it also keeps me from trying to bounce and then not catching it correctly or pulling the slack out fast enough and pulling a back muscle or something. Be a bad day. So we definitely want to avoid all that. But I'm gonna knock out my next 2 sets, then we'll be back. So now we're on to narrow stance, hack squat, V squat. Had to take a like 5-minute break after those deadlifts. I started to feel a bit sick. Those last like 5 reps on my 3rd set were definitely like maximum effort. Had to take everything I had to pull those things. But now we're on to this. It's 3 sets of 10. So let's get these things knocked out and keep moving. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more of those, then we'll be back for wide stance. Excuse me. So 3 sets of narrows are done. Now it's for 3 sets of wides. Toes are slightly out. We take these nice and slow, all the way down to the lock. Got 2 more of those, then we'll be back for calf raises. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to calf raises. My left Achilles is feeling a little tender today, so I'm not going to push them all the way up to 225 today. For the 5 sets, we're going to go ahead and just do them at 185 today. Give that thing a little break. We'll see how it feels. If it loosens up after this set, or my 2nd set, I'll finish off moving up to 225. Otherwise, we'll just stay here. We'll get some work into the calves. 185 pounds is still more than heavy enough to get a pump. It's just not going to be like complete failure. So maybe instead of 15 reps, I might push it to 20 reps. Let's go ahead and see how this one feels here. Alright, so it definitely still feels a little tight, so we're just going to keep them at 185, no reason to move up and possibly injure it. And then we'll finish off with 3 more sets of traditional hack squats instead of V squat and cable crunches. So I'll be back here shortly to knock out those sets. So we've got the machine adjusted 110 pounds instead of 220 for hack squats. Plates lowered down. And we went ahead and got the cable crunches set up with the rope. That's set at 70 pounds. And we're going to go ahead and hit these as a superset. Just 3 sets of 10. And we'll be done. We'll be moving on. So let's get this done. Oh my God, my legs are on fire. They are tore up. Alrighty guys, I'm get these things finished up and go get this video edited for tomorrow. But if you stayed along this long, I appreciate it. I'm grateful for the views, the likes. If you hit that subscribe button, it's amazing right now. If y'all could do that, help me grow. You know, we can build a real good community here, and we can show, you know, the normal person, as long as we're dedicated, we can basically, you know, help everyone get somewhere. You know, not everyone can achieve, you know, some sort of crazy specific goal in life, but as for reaching, not being obese, healthy, fit, you know, better mindset, this stuff helps. If you're depressed and you're anxious, you know, physical exercise has been shown to help, if not even completely offset those effects that you're feeling. Especially if you're adjusting your diet as well to accommodate these things, because a lot of it too is also just from diet problems. But that's all a different topic for a different day. If you guys want some topics like that and videos like that other than just what my daily workout is, because eventually, you know, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over. So with the very specific routine I'm doing, so eventually, you know, I'm just going to start talking about things, and not so much on the lifting aspect. But for now, we're going to keep it to that, build a little community about doing things right and just trying to be healthy. So with that, thank you again, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Get out there, go get something done today. Don't be a lazy fuck.